What is the single most preventative thing you could do to live a longer, healthier life? There's honestly so many that cross over exercise, diet, and more recently, there's been a hell of a lot of research coming out about the importance of sleep. However, you've asked for a single thing, and without a doubt it must be aerobic exercise. It matters if you eat and sleep like shit, but I'd say it isn't as critical as living a sedentary lifestyle. 20-30 minutes of aerobic exercise per day is all you need. Walking if you're really big and unfit, running, cycling, swimming, rowing, cross-trainer, whatever else you can think of once you're fitter. This may not be the most preventative thing, but I am a dental hygiene student, so flossing and brushing properly. The mouth is the window to the rest of the body, and there has shown to be correlations between poor oral health and many other conditions such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, etc. Not to mention that due to the proximity to the brain, oral infections can be deadly if they spread. And finally, dental work is expensive and decay is painful, so brushing and flossing will improve the quality of your life and save you tons of dollar. I have a couple basic things, and they're basic. Eat unprocessed or lightly processed foods. Go outdoors like in the old days, with the first time being early in the morning to set circadian rhythm. Socialize with people while unplugging from devices. All these things are things we did naturally some decades ago. Men and women had more balanced hormones and the rate of obesity was lower. If you're a man over 40, testosterone replacement has enormous health benefits that are huge in breadth and efficacy. Get hangovers like a 20-year-old. He has no common health issues for a guy his age, like diabetes or high blood pressure or prostate problems. And he can eat loads and not get fat. He's probably on TRT. There was a discussion of this topic among physicians of various specialties in our residency recently. Our residency comments 1 Brett 3 J Secrets of Your Trade. UTM source share UTM medium web 3x UTM name web 3xs UTM term 1 UTM content share button. Our residency comments 1 Brett 3 J Secrets of Your Trade. UTM source share UTM medium web 3x UTM name web 3xs UTM term 1 UTM content share button. This sounds dumb, but brush your teeth X a day every day. And change your toothbrush. I've had friends and relatives with terrible chronic conditions, all cause from them swallowing the bacteria and whatever else is festering in their rotting teeth. But we're cleared up within months of them getting their stuff fixed. Then nutrition, daily activity, sleep. I know it wanted one, but I couldn't stop. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being in a relationship just to be in a relationship often leads being with someone you're not all that compatible with. This will lead to stress, which can lead to other things like health problems and bad habits. Learn to be happy, healthy, and thriving alone. And if you find someone on the same trajectory, that's a bonus. Never start drinking soda. I've been addicted to caffeine since my early teen years, and I guarantee my life will be cut short because of it. The longest I've gone without caffeine was 3 months because my kidneys absolutely couldn't process it, and I ended up in the hospital. Drink water and natural fruit juice. Learn from my mistakes. Reduce or eliminate red meat consumption. You from eating red meat. So don't worry, you more just much more likely to get colon cancer and need a colostomy bag, have a heart attack, or get other types of cancers because red meat is carcinogenic. Eat up. Stop drinking in the new year. Lost 6 kg and it stayed off. I exercise regularly. The main reason was not even for weight loss. As a 34-year, alcohol has really messed up my sleep, energy, and stomach issues. Drinking fixed all of that, and sipping on alcohol just turns me off so bad. Conscious positive thinking, but the trick to doing that is you have to manage your thought every minute of every day until you train yourself to reject any negative thinking in your mind. A single footstep will not make a path on the earth, so a single thought will not make a pathway in the mind. Go on a calorie counting diet at least once. Doesn't even have to be restrictive. just as long as you become more aware of the calorie content of the different food and drink you consume. I did this once and it really changed how I saw high-calorie items like soda and fast food. Stop ingesting as much high-calorie stuff with less nutritional value. Alcohol, bread, cheese, fatty, oily, sugary, processed junk. Swap for almost unlimited amounts of fresh fruit, veg, salad, pasta, lean meat and fish. Simple, but so hard to fight the genetic reward chemicals. I think everybody need to do this at least once and tell by themselves. The extended fasting from time to time, and in general. Eat less often. P.S. If any of you is interested, Fasting for Survival lecture on YouTube gives a great insight from strict medical perspective. So, essentially you can't undo a lack of exercise later in life. It's not a battery where you can recharge or something. Banking on previous health. You have to stay exercising. You burn blood fat by movement. If you don't, it accumulates in the blood. Stop smoking weed. I was a heavy smoker for a couple of years. Stopped in January this year. And the difference is insane. I've fallen back into the trap a couple times and each time I am reminded why I stopped. Much happier, healthier body and mind. Replace soda with water or tea. You'd be surprised how awful sugary drinks and near foods taste when you replace them with whole, nutritious, natural foods. You save your gut health and those pearly white chompers will thank you too. Exercise. If exercise could be packed into a pill, it would be a revolutionary treatment for health, depression, etc. That and eating a lot of papayas, pomegranates, they are loaded with antioxidants and prevent cancer. Wear sunscreen. Prevents so many things, including skin cancer, aged-looking skin, sun damage. You'll spend years buying expensive creams to cover up when a $7 bottle of sunscreen would have worked in the first place. I believe that the most important factor in longevity is the belief in true love and faithfulness to your partner. For me personally, it is like a step to move on in this world despite the difficulties. The oldest confirmed person drank wine and ate chocolate every week as well as smoking cigarettes until she was 117. Just do things that make you happy, everything in moderation. Even moderation. Everyone are answering subjectively and anecdotally. And objectively, studies have shown that keeping a normal body weight versus being overweight increases your life by an average of 10 years. Cardio and eating clean. Obesity causes so many health problems. You probably have a better chance of breathing in outer space than you do being obese and living to be 100 years old. Stress less. I already exercise a lot. Don't drink. And eat mostly healthy. I could stand to cut out red meat. But I think stress anxiety for me is still the next biggest offender. Stretch. So many people have tension, weird gait patterns, headaches, jaw aches, belly aches, etc. That can be prevented or relieved with stretching, and most people won't do it. Not eat any processed foods, spend time outside and get sunshine. Sleep properly, exercise and manage stress. Without even one of these things, it's impossible to be healthy. It's single thing that you have to do constantly. If we narrow it down to just a single incident, then probably something like getting a colonoscopy at 50. Choose your health again and again and again. A million small decisions over the course of a lifetime in the right direction will have the most impact. Toss up between not smoking and not being obese. Both have serious health implications that severely shorten your lifespan and affect quality of life. Stop smoking, vaping. Your lungs are delicate organs that deal with toxins all day. Another is to move. Just a 20-minute walk every day will do wonders. The Atlantic had an article once about how being able to do a single perfect form push-up is a huge predictor of health. So just be able to do one. Exercise. Even if it's just walking. Eating healthy. Lay off the processed foods. Consistent sleep schedule. Limit stress as much as possible. Diet, exercise, laugh. Don't drink or do drugs. It's unfortunate that the best way to live a long, healthy life, synonymous with a boring life. Walk over uneven ground. Stabilizing muscles are important for safe mobility in old age. For best results, do this while not smoking or eating. If you have Spotify, there's a free audiobook called Outlive that goes over this exercise, sleep, mental health, metabolic health, cardio. My doctors have specifically told me that regular cardio has vastly improved my health and makes their job way more easier. I sleep enough overall probably, but my insomnia falling asleep problem gives me anxiety. Also eating less processed foods overall. Fasting for about a month per year, every year. Muslim majority countries have lower cancer prevalence rates because of this. Most of the preventable diseases are caused by obesity, so calories in, calories out. No exercise needed, just don't eat as much. Sleep, you might feel fine after your 6 hours per night. But oh boy, are you shaving years off your life. 9 hours a night, gang. Optimize your glucose intake, as well as other ingredients. Just check out the glucose goddess Instagram. It's hype now. Walking. It's an exercise, sunlight. I've always hated cardio, running in particular. So it's a much nicer alternative. Do not hang around people who don't have your best interests at heart. That includes girlfriends, boyfriends, and family. I've stopped drinking, smoking, and started to eat well and exercise around 6 months ago. Pretty sure I'm now immortal.